Congratulations on the win. It was an excellent defensive effort against Maine. Obviously they had won some games. They had some good wins this season. They only scored 18 points in the first half. What do you like about your team defensively in a game like this?
Well, again, I thought our guys did a really good job of playing with a good intensity. I thought our energy and effort was really good. And that's what we want to see. I want to see our guys go out there and not pace themselves and see what we're capable of with that type of pressure. And our guys are getting better. I think it's becoming more of our identity is what we're trying to accomplish. And our guys are really understanding how we can do that and even do it better.
They shot 7 for 27. Maine shot 7 for 27 in the first half. How did your guys feel when they saw that, or when they went into the half knowing they had such a commanding lead?
Well, it's important for us to understand in this game of basketball, no league is safe. So, a lot of times we're talking about understanding that just because you have a big lead doesn't mean a team can't make a run and come back. The three-point shot is the great equalizer. I thought our guys defended three really, really well tonight. And that's what we talked about, just understanding that, taking the next play mentality. It's a new half, it's a new start. Let's make sure we come out with the right mindset. And I thought I got started the second half the way we wanted to.
I know there's still 2 more games before you get to Big 12 season, but how important are these games to kind of setting the table and being ready for conference play to start?
But all these games are important for us. One, we have a number of guys we're trying to implement into our system. Like I said, when you have 10 new guys in your program, you're trying to get the chemistry right with your guys. You're trying to get rotations down. And so those things are still, work in progress for us, because now you have Antoine back for the second game. That means our rotation changes. And so as that's happening, we have to we have to adjust. The players have to adjust because it means more and less minutes for different guys. So there are lots going on, when you see new personnel arriving that can help your team. And Antoine's a young man that can help our team.
Darius Johnson didn't start today. Any reason for the change in the lineup?
No, he had gotten injured, so he didn't practice yesterday. So kind of, for the most part, if you don't practice the day before a game for us, you don't start. There's nothing changes for him going forward. Of course, he is who he is. He's a really good player. He's our point guard. He's our leader. But he missed the practice. He was hurt, and so really wasn't even sure he was going to go until pretty much almost game time. So it was one of those things where we can't strategize and do what we want to do if someone doesn't practice and defend and all the things we got to do in prepping for that game. And so he had to take a different role today. I thought he handled it very well, came in and gave us great energy and made some shots.
Oh yeah, you had quite the night, going 5 for 6, 4 for 4 on the three-point line. Considering that he came into this game injured, how would you kind of look at his performance?
I thought he was terrific. Not only the 4 for 4 from 3, I just thought the ball moved well. I thought, he didn't force anything really. He found his teammates. I thought he was very unselfish. Like, he had a chance for a layup one time. He gave it to Jalen for a dunk. I mean, that's a sign of a very mature point guard. He's comfortable in who he is and how he's playing. And he's looking to make his teammates better. We all know he can score. But now you're seeing his ability to not just do that, but to be a facilitator and help other guys accomplish things out there on the floor as well.
What do you think about Shamari Allen, how the all-around game, just a hair away from a double-double, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists? What did you like from his night?
I just like to see, Shamari just come into his own. He's starting to, understand our system better. He's getting more comfortable, playing with the guys on our team. And that's a big part of it. And so I'm happy to see him getting comfortable. I thought last game, the second half, I thought was a big jump for him as far as who he's capable of being. And I thought he followed that up with a really good game today. 9 points, like you said, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers. I mean, so I thought he had a really solid night. I believe I'm right with that, right?
Yeah, 0 turnovers, exactly.
So, you have a night like that, he did a great job for us. And I think, like I said, I think he's only going to continue to get better as he gets more comfortable.
You guys took a commanding lead in the first half and never looked back. Overall, it was a great team win. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm really proud of our guys. I thought, it was a good week for us. Just a week where you have finals and guys are concentrating on, doing well in the semester. I thought our guys did a good job of that, as well as, understanding that we have to still practice when we can and still look to get better. And so we came in every day with that mindset. We've been sitting on a loss for the last 7 or 8 days straight. And I thought our guys responded the way you want to see them respond. They came out focused and they came out aggressive, attacking, and made some really good basketball plays.
Shamari said that that the goal was to limit them to under 50. Ended up getting 51. Just looking at the defensively, what did you kind of see from them, especially in the second half there?
Well, in the second half, I thought, it ended up being a tie score, 33-33. I thought you give their players and team a lot of credit. We always want to play as hard as we can defensively and make it as difficult as we possibly can. But they're a good basketball team. I don't think the scores indicate really how good they are. I mean, you know, people looking at the names on jerseys. I don't look at names on jerseys. You're watching that around the country right now. You're seeing a lot of teams getting beat. So, you know, we don't believe in that. They're a good team. They have really good guard play. They play with great pace. And I don't think they've had a game like this year. I think this is probably the lowest scoring game they've had this season. And I give our guys a lot of credit for that because, you know, I give them and their coach Chris a lot of respect for how they play. I think they're good. I think they want to have a really good season this year. And I think their record has proved it. They won 4 in a row and beat some good teams.
Your two leading defensive anchors, Ibrahim Diallo and Omar Payne, had a combined 7 blocks tonight. And you guys are one of the top leading schools in blocks in the country. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, those guys, you know, and recruiting those guys and, you know, getting those guys to be a part of our program, you know, we saw their ability to do that. We felt going forward we needed guys on the front line that are capable of blocking or changing shots as well as rebounding in traffic. And we thought both of those guys are capable of doing that. It's good to see them kind of playing well together. And then throwing Siller in that position some too for us. You know, don't forget Siller, who's also a 7-footer. Even though he doesn't play that position as much, he's capable of playing there as well. And so that gives us depth at that position and gives us 2 guys that are very experienced in Omar and Ibrahim.
Tyler Hendricks, he went and dressed out. Is he hurt? Or
Yeah, he's hurt. You heard it. You know, he's getting better, but he's hurt right now. But he should be back, I think, in the near future.
Shamari said that the team needed to be able to string two halves together, put 2 halves together. Do you think the team did that to that night? And if they didn't, how can they do that in the future?
No, I don't think we did tonight. To be quite, you know, frank, I think that we could have been better. But like I said, I'm always, as you know, and here, I'm always going to give the other team credit for why we didn't do better because they make adjustments too. They're well coached. They have talent. And so I think they had something to do with that. And then for us, I think, you know, we have to do a better job of not having any letdowns. You know, everybody that come in knowing exactly what their assignments are and do their job to the best of their ability. I thought we blew some assignments in the second half. We weren't where we were supposed to be. And they're going to capitalize on any mistakes you make like that. And so, yeah, we can be better. And I think sometimes when you get a big lead, it can be a false sense of security. You can start trading baskets because you have a lead. And we can't get into a trade basket mentality. I think really good teams and championship caliber level teams, they don't play that way. They don't get into trading baskets with teams. They about getting stops every time they come down the court. And we have to continue to grow in that area. Are we getting better? Absolutely. I think we are in all those facets. It's just a process for these guys learning what our standards are at UCF.
Mintos on his social media posted he was maybe flying home.
Yeah.
What's his status?
He had a death in his family. His grandmother passed away.
Oh, okay.
You know, right for the holiday is tough. So we talked about it and said, yeah, you need to, you know, it's not like he lives, you know, a state over. So, you know, he's in Lithuania. So, you know, it's a long way from home. He's been away from home for a while. So we felt it was better for him if he could go a little earlier, go now. And, you know, spend time with his parents. It's tough.
Yeah.
You lose your grandparent, grandmother. So that's what's going on.
Yeah, a lot of distractions going on for the rest of the month to get ready before you get into conference play. What are you going to do to implement differently to try and refocus them between finals, the holidays? You got 2 games that aren't significantly strong. How are you going to try and work to get them focused on that?
Well, what we want to do is, you know, we finished finals, which is good. So that's over now for us. So that's no longer something that's in our guys' way. They're done. You know, with another game coming, it's a quick turnaround. So this game's going to be quick, and then we have the holidays for our guys. We'll send our guys home, and then they'll go home until around the 26th. They'll come back, and then we'll start preparing for our next opponent. And so at this time of the year, I want our guys to get home, spend time with their families, celebrate. You know, this is, you know, like what are our priorities? You know, it's family time, and they should enjoy that. And then we come back, we're going to refocus. We're going to refocus and start preparing for our next opponent, followed by getting ready for league play. But the main thing is these next few days, just keep getting healthy, keep getting better, understanding that we have a lot of room for improvement on this team. I think as we get more chemistry and the guys that are coming online now get more reps, I think they're going to continue to help us grow as a program and as a team. And I'm excited about, you know, what we're capable of accomplishing as we move forward.
How is CJ Walker coming along?
He's getting better. He's getting healthier. You know, he's getting, you know, better, you know, every day as well. You know, it's been a process for him, but he's getting better. And so we're excited about, you know, him continuing to move forward. And, when we get the go ahead from the trainer and the doctors, then then he'll have his opportunities to contribute as well. But he is improving, and hopefully he continues on that path.
I mean, I know you've been hesitant to put, a time frame or a timetable on a return, but you have said, the hope was to get him back, before the end of the season. It's kind of, you can maybe see the light at the end of the tunnel that, maybe there's a window in a month, less than, I mean, is it getting closer? I mean.
Yeah, it's getting closer every day.
Yeah.
It's getting closer every day. Every day it's getting closer. And, it's just a matter of time for him. But, we'll see, because the reason I can't give you an exact time or one, because he can go in tomorrow and have any kind of setback, and now that's 2 more weeks, so that's another month. I can't really. It's impossible to say until it's done. You know what I mean? It's one of those things I have to wait. So I don't want to mislead you and say something. Then I get, oh man, he can't go. He couldn't go because he tweaked it, or he had a setback from swelling, or whatever. All the things that go along with that type of injury. So we just have to kind of be patient. We have great doctors and trainers. They're going to make sure when the time is right, they'll give me the nod, and that's when, we'll all know.
You had the chance to kind of empty the bench at the end and get a chance to see Comey, Charlie, Michael, Ubal. How does it feel to be able to get them some on-court action? How would you kind of assess their performance in a sense of showing how the depth this team has?
Well, we evaluate all of our players. Walk-ons are no exception. We have standards for all of our players. Our standard, like we have a saying, our standards are our standards. We don't care who's on the floor, because everyone practices, everyone works hard, so we expect you to do certain things on the floor the right way every time. Talent may be different, but that doesn't mean you can't do the things that we want you to do out there on the floor, or we wouldn't have you out there. And so, I think we can be better. I thought at the end we gave up too many offensive rebounds. I thought we fouled too much at the end, down the stretch of the game. And we'll cover that tomorrow. Just like I'm covering the guys who started the game, I'm gonna cover the guys who came in at the end, because I think you're only strong as your weakest links. And so the better everybody is on our team, the better we are as a group. So every individual improves, our team improves.
You wanted to hold him to under 50, right? That was the
Well,
goal.
I don't like to use words like that, because those are challenging things to do. We just want to have, we always say we want to have a defensive masterpiece, which means when I grade the game tonight, when we graded as a staff, did they execute the things we wanted to the majority of the times? If they did, it'll be a masterpiece. If they didn't, it won't. And I really won't know until I can really get down into the weeds and start watching tape this evening with our staff, and I'll start grading it and making that determination. So I'll deliver that message to them tomorrow.
A glaring issue throughout non-conference play has been the free throw shooting.
Yes.
How do you prep to get better for that as conference play comes?
Well, we need guys making sure they step up when they get to the line. We're practicing them taking more free throws. Guys need to look at themselves individually, get in there and get more reps at the line. And stuff we talk about, we work on it when we're in practice with them. Guys need to do extra, get in there, and just really concentrate and focus. These guys are good shooters, so they should be good free throw shooters. So it's a matter of just focusing and concentration for our guys. And they'll get it, though. I think as they're learning to play the way we're playing at the pace and the way we're playing 94 feet majority of the game, sometimes I get there, I think they get there, you're still a little bit wound up from all the action. I'm sure you're watching like a tennis match. It's like this. And so when you're playing that way, these guys probably come from programs where they never played with that type of pace. And so as they get more comfortable with the pace, I think their free throw shooting will continue to go up and get to the level I think they're capable of. So extra reps as well as the pace.
All set, guys?
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you.